Okay, so I was asking you, to give us your own views or opinion, what these buying of minority shareholders mean in the Oando share, because there's a new arrangement, of course, that has been proposed, and they've submitted their application before SEC already. So talk to us about this.
Yeah, I don't seem to change in the sense that releasing its financial statement as expected. So they've been kind of late in their in the filing of their financial to the public, and this has actually put many investors in dilemma. Okay, yes, what is happening in Oando? What is happening with their investment in Oando? And with this kind of scheme coming up now, I believe at least it's going to give those investors a.
Oh my goodness. Okay, it's all right. Okay. I think internet disruption there. So Ambrose, take it off from there.
Yeah, actually, from what my colleagues have said, Mr. Krufi and Mr. Bano, yes, investors know that their investment has value to speak. And also don't forget that in equity investment or coming to exchange is never a force. It's free entry and free exit. But before you go out, you follow the normal route to go out. Right. Before, we are hearing that the shareholders, minority shareholders, one that took them to court to push them out of the exchange, that they want to delist on this one. But from what we're saying now, the truth is like coming out that the oceanic energies, they want trying to buy the minority. The truth is not coming out gradually. In that note, it means that yes, it's a company that actually for the past 8 years they would not really pay dividend or anything to their shareholder. And if you factor in those that are bought the last right issue, around 17 naira or 22 naira, 50 kobo is the price for the right issue. And if you factor inflation for 8 years on this one, that money should value about 50 naira or more today. But if you are coming with a scheme of 7 naira, 7 kobo, for me, it's a slap on your investor, because the value they've given you for almost 8 years, you have collected your money on right issue, no dividend. For me, it doesn't make for me, it doesn't make any common sense there. It depends on the regulators and the shareholder themselves, the minority, to see if they will give the scheme go ahead. Because this is just a proposal. This is a scheme. Then it's a good one to start with the shareholders. For me, it's a good way to start.
Charles, are you there? Can you hear me? I wanted to ask you, because the application, what they wrote, that is before the Security and Exchange Commission, is a no objection application. So how does that, how do you think that will affect? Because it looks like we have to wait for the regulators to give approval, and of course the shareholders to also give their own approval as well. Talk to us about this. Charles? Well, I guess Charles couldn't respond there. Okay, so let me go back to Olaidebano. Please talk to us about this. Do you think shareholders of Oando need to exercise caution dealing in the shares of Oando for now, pending when the approval is out?
Yeah, the notice has been issued, so many investors actually be taking some kind of reactions toward it. That okay, those who needs to buy at lower price than the 7 naira and 7 kobo the exit price now, and then able to have the margin between the exit price and the current price which it is now. So some investors actually be taking position. Why I will still say okay, yes, investor at large needs to caution about when the time they are coming in and the time they are exiting. And for those who have been in the what we call it for a long time, I think they should rather just hold and then have benefit of that 7 naira. No matter how small it is, as Mr. Ambrose said, the stock which is supposed to be doing around 50 naira or so, this kind of scheme is supposed to come around 50, 60 naira. Coming at 7 naira is quite ridiculous, but no matter how small it is, it's still a good one for their investment. That's something, no matter how small, is coming back to them.
Okay. Well, Ambrose did say that perhaps this is more like a slap on investors. You have said perhaps this is perhaps a good. Maybe let's hear from Mr. Krufi. Are you there? Is this a good, deal for investors? You are giving them 770 kobo for what they bought at around 17 naira back then. So is it a good deal? Talk to us, Mr. Krufi.
Well, We will not say completely a good deal, because if you look at it in the industry, Ardoba have just offered 17 naira for the shareholder, and the shareholder, they say they are asking for more. And we believe that Oando is much better than even the Ardoba. So there is just a window for negotiation. I believe that the shareholder can ask for more.
Okay. Closing our conversation on this particular topic. So what next should you expect? I mean, the approval is yet to be given. So what should we be expecting now? What's going to happen to the shares of Oando?
Well, you can see that the market have started widening them. It gained 10% yesterday, and it gained substantially today. I expect more gain for this stock, and I expect that even the investors can do better.